Oh!
Staying on top. Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today, by popular demand, I'm joined by Terry Crews. You know him from his many films, TV shows, and of course, you can catch him on Fox's award-winning hit show, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, now in its 5th season. Terry, welcome to the show.
How you doing?
Good, Terry. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm hungry. You know, I fast every day, so we waited till 2 o'clock.
It's now 2. We can officially eat.
We can do it.
How are you with hot food?
I've had some really hot stuff before and didn't die, so I'm okay.
Are you ready to get it going?
I'm ready.
All right, so this first one is Valentina.
All right. Here we go.
So I want to start by talking about an interesting time in your life, the purgatory between when your NFL career ended and before the Hollywood dream began. Because as I understand it, you were doing temp jobs, you were sweeping factory floors, and then especially interesting to me, working as a part of Ice Cube's security detail.
I was location security, and so I would do a bunch of different movies. It just so happened I was on Next Friday because I was like the biggest guy, so they would assign me right outside his trailer. And he parked and the whole thing, and I'm like, "Hey, Mr. Cube," and he was like, "Yeah, what's up?" You know, it was really like dismissive and the whole thing. And I just took care of business. I mean, I really wanted to be, you know, a good security guard. I didn't want to be like, "Here's my demo tape, and here I want to be an actor," and all that, because I wasn't even into that at the time. What was wild was that once I was an extra in Training Day, that's when he was like, "Hey, that's the dude that was out there, and, well, you know, doing security and the whole thing." And then I got my opportunity for Friday After Next. And dude, it changed our lives forever.
And it's interesting too how in this business it can come full circle that way. You know, at one point you're just giving a little head nod to Cube, and then the next time he's putting you in the movie.
Exactly. I wanted to get in the business, so
studying
it was my
from the
whole
sidelines.
thing. Right, that's it. All right.
So you're a Renaissance man with a resume to match, but I think the fans would kill me if I didn't focus on Brooklyn Nine-Nine for a wing. What's the origin story of the yogurt thing?
It's funny because once we started filming, you know, I would always eat yogurt. You know, it was one of the things, and some writer was watching and picking it up, and they felt, what is a really healthy thing that Terry Jeffords would love? And they were like, yogurt. And it just became this iconic thing. And I'm still waiting for my big, giant deal, yogurt deal.
Who's been your favorite cameo on the show, and why is it Marshawn Lynch?
Wow. Marshawn was great, though. He was really, really good. I think Eva Longoria was awesome. Eva's always been a friend, and she killed it.
Who's the set clown? Who's the funniest off camera?
It's weird because Andy's a very serious guy. You know, he calculates his comedy. You know, he's always like that. But Chelsea Peretti is hilarious all the time. We laugh non-stop. She is the life of the party, and I truly think she's probably one of the funniest people TV has ever seen. I like Portnoy. Not bad.
Can you talk to me how you went from not knowing a damn thing about computers to all of a sudden building a custom state-of-the-art gaming PC with your son?
Wow. That right there was really cool. I remember watching my son playing video games, playing on a computer. And I was like, "What you playing?" He was like, "I'm not playing, Dad." And I was like, "Well, okay, what are you doing?" He was like, "I'm watching." Excuse me. I was like, "Oh, what?" And I found out he was actually watching people play. And I was like, "Oh, this is weird." I didn't understand what was happening. And I said, I've got to find a way to connect with his world. Because one thing I remember is that my father never wanted to connect with what I was doing. Like, I was like, "Hey, Dad, check this out." And he'd be like, "I'm busy." You know, and you're like, And I'll never forget how that felt. And I said, I'm going to get into what he's all about. But once I played Battlefield, I saw they had these tower computers and they were playing with keyboards and mouses. I was like, oh wait, I didn't even know about this. And I remember they were like, you gotta build it. that makes it better. You know, I was like, really? Like, I was like, there's nobody I can pay and all that thing. But then I said, no, this is what me and my son can do together. It's the new ham radio. All of a sudden, things started to make sense. The more you stayed around and you're like, oh, that goes in there. And the sound card goes right here. Oh, and the graphics card is spinning. It's spinning. And it was so satisfying. And man, it changed my life forever. It changed my life.
And it's interesting because, I think that the video game obsession, it freaks a lot of parents out when they see their kids getting into it. But as somebody who went through that experience, how did it change your perspective as a parent when it comes to video games?
Well, I mean, I saw the potential. I saw how beautiful that whole thing is. It's no different than reading comic books. And I thought, what a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. I'm all choked up. And it's not the wings. The queen, the crown. Got a picture of a leopard on it. Oh man, damn.
So I want to talk to you about your NFL career because as a Hard Knocks fan, I'm fascinated by the sort of bottom of the roster, dog-eat-dog competition that goes on. And you're someone who experienced that with a handful of teams. And I know that it's a very tough business. At what point did you feel most chewed up and spit out?
Wow, it had to be, it was 1997. I got a tryout with the 49ers, and they treated me so bad. I mean, they treated me like I was dirt. He was working me out like he was mad and he had to be out there. It was just a psychological mess. I was a little farther away from him than I am with you, and he threw the ball at me, and I put my hand up, and boom, my finger was like an L. It totally went sideways, and I snapped it back, and I was like, bro, what you doing? You know, he was like, come on, let's get the workout. I was like, I'm done. And I remember coming home to my wife and I said, never again.
That was
never
it.
again. I was so done. This is your label. It's tasty. Very tasty.
Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that.
No, a lot of times they just got heat, but this one got taste. I like it.
All right, so we have a recurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram. We do a deep dive on our guest's Instagram, pull interesting pictures that need more context.
Oh my God.
So I'll show you the picture, and then if you could just tell me the bigger story. Does that sound good?
That's good. That hit me.
All right, Terry.
This is interesting. This is a great show.
You're having fun, Terry?
I'm having fun now.
Tell me afterwards if you had a good time.
Okay.
First things first.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
Flint Academy. Very aggressive pose for the short shorts era.
Oh
Terry
my
Crews.
God, dude. It was a magical idea because, you got to know, I had the George Gervin Iceman poster in my room, and he was sitting on this block of ice with two basketballs, and I was like, dude, I need like my own George Gervin posters thing, and it was a really bad idea. I didn't even lotion my knees, dog. Oh my God, look at how dusty the knee is.
Up next,
Oh.
you're on horseback. The horse, is it your
Yes.
favorite animal? I hear it's your favorite animal.
First of all, I love horses. When I was a young man, I used to always want to ride a horse. Growing up in Flint, Michigan, they were like, oh man, the horse is gonna kill you, man. The horse is gonna step on your head, dog. It's gonna be horrible. And then you finally go, yeah, that's kind of stupid. Yeah, I don't want to ride horses. Finally went to ride horses and learn how to do a gallop and do that. And I had the best time. Let me tell you, it was the best time. And I was like, damn it, don't ever let anybody talk you out of what you want to do. And they were all wrong.
Terry, you could have gone your whole life without knowing the joy of
Yes.
riding a horse in the sunset.
Yeah, and this is me on my day off.
Here you are with the iron.
Yeah.
The Iron Addict, C.T. Fletcher.
C.T. Fletcher. We got a background that's the same. We both had major issues with our fathers. And my father was very abusive. Very. I mean, one of my earliest memories was him, basically hitting my mom in the face when I was 5 years old. You know what I mean? And that made me want to live because you feel like, oh my God, if he's hitting her, what's he gonna do to me? My whole life, I was totally obsessed with being strong. Psychologically, through a lot of therapy, you learn that you're trying to protect yourself. I remember I got beat up a couple times in high school. I said, that'll never happen again, and you had to fight to get into school. It was really nuts.
Right.
I want to go to class. I was like, you ain't going no good, you ain't going nowhere, nigga. You're like, oh. And man, I said, no, not me. I'm gonna survive. And we're kindred spirits, man. That's my man. 2 serious?
No, no, no.
Okay, because I'm
This
getting
is-
all deep now, man.
That's what we want. That's what
Okay.
the wings do. The hot sauce,
They
it
do. They
finds
bring it
that
out.
in you,
They
Terry.
bring out the fire. They
It
bring out
finds
the
that in
heat.
you.
Dirty. Ooh. Okay. Okay. No, it doesn't taste as good as the hot ones. I'll say that right now.
My man, Terry. Thank you very much. So you can't get pecs like those without having some discipline in your diet, but I know that on the cheat days, you like to throw down in the kitchen. Do you have any cheat day kitchen hacks?
I make a killer bread pudding with orange butter sauce. Take French bread, you let it get about a day old. I mean, literally, you want to have a little crunch on it. Slice it up, you put some raisins on top, you pour like a cup of butter on the fattest butter you can find, okay? But make sure it gets all into the bread and the whole deal. Then you blend up about 6 eggs and some milk and some sugar and some spices like some cinnamon and nutmeg.
Love it.
And then you blend it and it makes this really big cream. And then put that in there, blend it up like crazy. Pour it over the sliced bread. Let it soak. I let that sucker soak until all the bread is just engorged and full, and make sure you pat it all down and raisins are all in there. Bake that sucker for about 45, 50 minutes. Then I make some orange butter sauce, which is more butter with
Can't have enough.
with some sugar and about a couple tablespoons of orange juice to give it a little twang. And then you pour that sugary mixture over there. What it basically is a glazed donut in a pan. And now you will be in a carb coma. It's like, you know, it's a major crash because you'll get this energy that just goes, and then all of a sudden, the carbs just run through your system. Oh man, The Walking Dead, no. I look like that guy right there. Like, there's a guy on the bottle of it. Okay. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a big bite too.
I'm getting serious over here,
I
Terry.
know. Oh man. Oh. Not tasting good, but it's hot.
So despite your grueling shoot schedule, I've heard you say that you work out up to 2 hours per day.
Yes.
What's something that was easy for you in the weight room at 25 that's now kicking your ass as you approach 50?
You know, I used to be able to like have a 90-second, you know, and then you hit it and do 2 or 3 things at the same time, run the gauntlet. Now I'm like 5 minutes, I'm good. You know, I gotta give me 5, 10 minutes, you know, between sets.
Get those lungs back.
And it's like, I gotta come back. Whew, that's hot.
What are the fitness politics like when you do a movie like The Expendables? Is the craft service all protein shakes and sweet potatoes? Do they put a Gold's Gym on the lot?
You know, we don't work out together just because it's too, you know, the challenge is too deep. What was wild is, there's the competition, and you gotta have
Get those kinds of dogs in there.
But I don't like to compete. I don't believe in competing, but it's inevitable, you know, and you'll do something and you'll hurt yourself just because you're trying to keep up with people. I have to be very careful who I work out with because they draw you in and you want to be this, and then all of a sudden your pec is like popping and you know, you're in the hospital. You know, I've seen it happen too many times. Whew. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh. It's nothing.
Yeah. There's some consequences to the bomb for sure.
Oh. Whew. I'm going milk.
It's okay. No shame in that. So everyone knows Terry Crews the actor, Terry Crews the football player, but some fans might be surprised to know that you had an art scholarship mixed in with that athletic full ride at Western Michigan. Is it true that you used to moonlight by painting portraits for your NFL teammates, making $5,000 a pop?
That's exactly what I did. I used to go back in the locker room after I got cut, and I remember because that was my only way to survive. Oh, and they were, and they would literally be like, "Man, you're pretty good." I was like, "Oh, thank you." "Oh man, I'm getting lightheaded."
Yeah.
"Oh man," and they would say, "You're pretty good." And usually, football players are pretty egotistical.
Yeah. They probably
I
like
would say,
the idea
yeah,
of a
I was
portrait.
like, "Man, I could put a picture of you over a city, and you know, you put this over, imagine this over your mantelpiece, and you will love it." And they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll do it." And I did a lot of that. And that's how I survived. right.
Careful around your eyes, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
What's the last thing you drew or painted?
Well, I actually did a pilot with Andy Samberg about a show that I'm doing called Color Me Terry, where I draw celebrities as I interview them. Kind of like a Hot Ones with art. Oh, man.
Where are you at, Terry?
Okay, I'm ready to move.
All right.
Oh, my God. Okay. How much more we got? You get high off this shit.
Yeah, for sure. That's how this show exists.
Yes.
I don't care about the YouTube views. I'm just chasing the dragon, Terry.
This is some like, my voice is changing.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta turn it into 3 people, man. Oh my God. Oh!
Staying on top.
Ah! 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 Oh, yes.
So we've had a lot of talented actors with range on this show, but I'm gonna be real with you. Your IMDb page, there's just something different about it. It's magnificent. I wanna bounce roles off of you, and I want you to tell me which one was the most underrated. Does that sound good? Team Money brawling MMA fighters in a hamster wheel on Battle Dome.
Yes.
Latrell Spencer belting out 1,000 miles in White Chicks.
Yes.
President Camacho busting shots from the presidential dais in Idiocracy.
President Camacho is underrated because no one, it was a bomb. The movie did not work. No one saw it. And then years later, people caught it. Oh my God, I'm hurting.
And then your characters, they tend to be insanely quotable. What is the Terry Crewsism that gets yelled at you most often in airports?
Power! Everybody does that. And then another one is, remember this shit at Christmas? From The Expendables, the first one. Oh my God. So.
All right, Terry, here's a summon napkin. How you doing, my man?
I'm snotting, man.
All right, Terry
I'm gonna
Crews.
get an Oscar with this one. Let me do it. I love all my people out there. I love you all. I love you. Dude, I'm lightheaded. I don't know how you walk out of here.
One more wing to go, and this one is the last dab. We call it the last dab because it's tradition around here to put a little extra on the last wing. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Okay,
Terry
no
Crews.
extra.
It's
No
okay. Don't go for it. It's okay, Terry.
No extra.
It's okay, Terry. You don't have to.
Yes, put the extra on there, damn it. I'm a glutton for punishment.
What a comeback story, Terry. Be careful though. That's good. Go.
Oh, I hate you all.
Remember how much fun you were having around Explain That Graham?
Yeah, I know. My eyes can't open. Why can't I open my eyes? Oh my God.
You all right, my
You're
man?
doing good, man. You're doing good.
You're doing great. You're doing great, Terry.
I survived the NFL. I can do this.
All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Terry.
Goodbye, crew up. Dude. Oh, man. Dude, why did I sign up for this, man?
It is always
What the
amazing to
hell?
me. It is always amazing to me. It baffles me. I scratch my head.
What?
But I'm very grateful. It's been a revolving door. I don't know how.
Oh, man. Am I here?
Find me, my man. You see me? You catching me?
Oh, man. I feel like Steve Jobs in the 70s. I'm
Tripping
about
a
to
little
come up with
bit.
a crazy app after this.
All right, Terry, so whether it's walking a red carpet or eating the wings of death, you're very comfortable in the spotlight, but it seems to me like you're most at home when you're barking into your phone from the driver's seat of your car.
Yes.
Letting your followers know that they have one more set in them.
Yes.
So now that the wings have kicked into your empty stomach, the last dab settling into your soul, what's the Terry Crews advice for the fans out there that just keep hitting the snooze button?
There's a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson that I've used for my life. And the biggest thing ever is that God will not have his work made manifest by cowards.
Love it.
Dude, when you realize and internalize that nothing on this earth. Now, that doesn't mean not being scared. What it means is doing it anyway. Taking that last bite of that wing anyway. Being willing to let people see you snap in front of everybody. Ah! What, bitch?
Terry, I have chills going down my spine. I'm not sure if they're the words or if it's the death sauce, but either way, I feel great. And looking at you, I can tell that you feel great too, Terry
you, man.
Crews. I love you too, Terry.
This was a spiritual experience.
It was a climb up the mountain together.
We did it.
And now I just want to roll out the red carpet for you, my man.
We did it.
This camera, or this camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Dude, I got Brooklyn Nine-Nine happening. Season 5, man, we made it, dude. I am one of the only few people that have 3 consecutive scripted shows go past 100 episodes to be syndicated. Let me tell you something, when you work, you learn, you grow. I love you all, man. Watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, please. I went through this for your ass. Oh my God, I love you, dude.
Did you have fun?
Dude, I need your phone number because now we're friends forever. Oh my God. Dude, I'm really dizzy.
Hello, Hot Ones fans. It's Sean Evans. New outro, same message. If you like what you saw, throw us a bone maybe. Please, it is dog eat dog here on the YouTube streets. Hit that subscribe button. Knowing that you subscribed, it is seriously the only thing that gets me out of bed in the morning. Thank you very much, Hot Ones fans. I love you.